Not right now. Everybody's, for the most part, Danton's status hasn't changed. He's still day-to-day at this point. Everybody else is just bumps and bruises, basically.
Shelley?
Mike, this kind of ties in a little bit, I think, to what Seth was asking about, but on a day like today, you've got the AllStar break coming up. Is this a chance for players to basically take a self-assessed maintenance day and then tie it with that, with the break coming up? What are you going to tell guys in terms of, rust versus staying in shape a little bit versus staying safe?
So, we recognize as a coaching staff the workload that our team is going through. Yesterday, for example, was our 7th game in 11 days. So tomorrow will be 8 and 13. It's a heavy workload. So we're trying to manage that workload as best we can. Allow guys the opportunity to get some rest and recovery. The course of action we took today with our group was we had a video session this morning to try to improve and get better in certain areas of our game. And we gave the players the option to either skate today or tomorrow based on what they think is best for their bodies. And so, and they rely on our strength and conditioning staff to help advise them in that capacity. So there are some guys that are playing heavy minutes that would prefer to have a day off today to give their bodies a chance to recover. And there are other guys that maybe play less minutes that need the repetitions on the ice in practice. There are some guys that play heavy minutes that don't like to skate in the morning of a game, that prefer to have that off, and so they chose to skate today. So there are a lot of reasons on why guys chose to skate or not skate, but at the end of the day, our approach is we want to try to put our hockey team in the best position possible to be at our best tomorrow night, and our energy is an important aspect of that.
Mike, obviously it's a grind for all 32 teams, but do you feel like your team in particular will benefit from the All-Star break?
Well, I think so. I just told you guys the schedule that we've had here over the last little while, and that's a heavy workload. We're no different than a lot of teams. A lot of teams are going through the same thing. For whatever reason, we're at a particular phase in our schedule where it's a pretty condensed schedule. And I think, I think the All-Star break and the Olympics has something to do with, with the circumstance. I think COVID has something to do with it as well. So, there's a lot of reasons for it, but it is what it is. We've got to manage it appropriately the best we can to try to help our players have success and put them in positions to be successful. Do I think a little bit of rest will help our team? For sure I do. I think we've relied on certain guys that are playing heavy minutes, and so to have an opportunity to get away from it for a couple of days and recharge the batteries is never, I think, doesn't hurt our group. That's for sure. So, but we've got an important game ahead of us before that, and that's where our focus is right now.